Although Barcelona won La Liga with a staggering 100 points and Messi scored 60 goals across all competitions in the 2012-2013 season, they were knocked out by Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey semifinals and suffered a humiliating 7-0 aggregate defeat to Bayern Munich in the Champions League semifinal. Barcelona knew that they could not continue to rely solely on Messi, and they decided that it was time for change. Neymar was 22 years old when Barcelona signed him on the 27th of May 2013. He produced 203 goals and assists in 230 matches for Santos. The deal was officially stated at 57 million euros, but later revealed to be over 86 million euros due to hidden payments. When Neymar arrived in 2013, Barcelona entered a transitional phase. David Villa, a key attacker, left for Atletico Madrid, prompting changes in the forward line. Upon Neymar's arrival, veterans like Puyol and Xavi were aging, affecting the team's midfield control and defensive strength. Thiago Alcantara also left for Bayern Munich. The 2013-2014 season was one to forget. They were knocked out by Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League after drawing 1-1 at home and losing the away game 1-0. They also lost to Real Madrid in the iconic Copa del Rey final, and to top it all off, that La Liga season came down to the final game where Barcelona faced off against Atletico Madrid, who were 3 points ahead in the title race. Atletico Madrid ultimately lifted the trophy after securing a 1-1 draw, leaving Barcelona with no major trophies at the end of the season. Messi ended up scoring 41 goals in 46 matches, which marked a slightly lower output compared to his previous season, and Neymar scored 15 goals in 41 matches. However, it is worthy to note that both players struggled with injuries in the second half of the year.
Hoy para mí es un día muy ilusionante, es un día muy especial, es un día en el que creo que empezamos a construir un nuevo Barça, un Barça que pueda ilusionar, un nuevo Barça que recoja de nuevo todos los intereses y que consiga todos los resultados que buscamos.
On July 1st, 2014, Barcelona appointed Luis Enrique as manager. Soon after taking charge, he made bold moves to reshape the squad. With the funds generated from the sales of Cesc Fabregas to Chelsea and Alexis Sanchez to Arsenal, Enrique bought Ivan Rakitic and the final piece of what would become one of the most feared attacking trios in football history, Luis Suarez. Barcelona signed Luis Suárez on July 11, 2014. At the time of signing, Luis Suárez was considered the best striker in the world. He had just won the Premier League Golden Boot with 31 goals in 2013 and 2014 and scored 82 goals in 133 appearances for Liverpool. Barcelona signed him for 75 million euros, a price many considered a bargain given his form. But that discount came with controversy.
The FIFA Disciplinary Committee has reached a decision in the case related to Luis Suárez of Uruguay following an incident that occurred during the FIFA World Cup match between Italy and Uruguay played on 24th June 2014.
Suárez was serving a 4-month ban from all competitive football after biting Italy's Giorgio Chiellini during the 2014 World Cup. Suárez attended the Court of Arbitration for Sport on the 8th of August to appeal the ban. There was a mix of good news and some bad news for the Uruguayan striker. The bad news, the ban was upheld, meaning he remained ineligible to play in any official matches until October 26th. The good news, the ruling was softened to allow him to train with Barcelona and take part in friendly matches, giving him a chance to integrate with the squad ahead of his debut. This decision proved to be a turning point. While Suárez couldn't feature competitively, being able to train with the squad gave him valuable time to settle in, build chemistry with Messi and Neymar, and adapt to Barcelona's playing style under Luis Enrique. These early months on the training ground laid the foundation for the seamless connection that would later define the MSN trio. It seemed like the squad was now ready for a new era filled with victories and championships. Barcelona kicked off the season in dominant fashion, beating Elche 3-0 in the opener with Messi scoring twice. Then, on September 27th, they thrashed Granada 6-0. Neymar netted his first hat-trick for the club, Messi added a brace, and new signing Ivan Rakitic got on the score sheet. Everything seemed to be falling into place as anticipation built for Luis Suárez's long-awaited debut. That moment came on October 25th, on the biggest stage possible, El Clásico at the Santiago Bernabéu. For the first time ever, Messi, Neymar, and Suárez started together. Neymar struck early, scoring in the 4th minute to give Barcelona the lead. But despite the dream beginning, things unraveled. Real Madrid responded and eventually handed Barca a 3-1 defeat. It was a harsh reality check. The trio had arrived, but they still needed time to truly come alive. A couple of days later, Barca suffered another loss and found themselves in 4th place after losing to Celta Vigo. It was at this time that Enrique decided to experiment with the formation by switching Messi from a false 9 role to a right winger, while subsequently moving Suarez into the central striker position to initiate the iconic MSN formation. As the season progressed, the trio found the rhythm, leading the team on a 11-game winning streak and into a 3-1 aggregate victory over Manchester City in the Champions League round of 16. They went 4 points clear at the top of La Liga after a 2-1 win over Real Madrid in March and advanced past PSG in the UCL quarterfinals with a 5-1 aggregate win. In May, Messi's iconic goal helped seal a 3-0 win over Bayern Munich in the semi-final first leg, sending Barca to the final despite a 3-2 second leg loss. Barcelona secured the La Liga title against Atletico Madrid, won the Copa del Rey against Athletic Bilbao, and capped off the season with a 3-1 Champions League final victory over Juventus, completing the treble. MSN finished the season with a record-breaking 122 goals, with Messi scoring 58, Neymar scoring 39, and Suarez scoring 25. In the 2015-2016 season, Barcelona kept most of their squad intact, with Xavi's retirement being the only major departure. Messi missed 6 weeks due to injury early in the season, but Neymar and Suarez stepped up, highlighted by a dominant 4-0 win over Real Madrid at the Bernabeu in November, where Messi was subbed in at the 57th minute. Messi returned to win his 5th Ballon d'Or, and the team set a Spanish record with a 35-game unbeaten run by March. They advanced past Arsenal in the Champions League round of 16 and were on course for another treble. However, April brought a collapse. A loss to Madrid ended their streak, followed by a UCL exit to Atletico Madrid and 3 straight La Liga defeats. In spite of the disappointments, Suarez scored a final day hat-trick to secure the league title. Barcelona then defeated Sevilla 2-0 in extra time to win the Copa del Rey. MSN finished the season with 130 goals and 77 assists, and Suarez had a standout campaign, scoring 59 goals, providing 26 assists, winning the European Golden Boot, and becoming the first player to top La Liga in both goals and assists. In the 2016-2017 season, Barcelona began to show signs of decline. Dani Alves departed, though Neymar signed a new 5-year deal and Suarez extended his contract in December. The team started strong with emphatic wins over Betis 6-2 and Celtic 7-0, with standout performances from both Messi and Neymar. In the Champions League round of 16, Barcelona made history with one of the greatest comebacks football has ever seen. After losing the first leg 4-0 to PSG, they returned to Camp Nou and pulled off a stunning 6-1 victory. Neymar led the charge with 2 late goals and a crucial assist in stoppage time. Confidence surged, but it didn't last long. Luis Enrique announced he would step down at the end of the season, and Barcelona were eliminated in the next round by Juventus. In La Liga, a dramatic 3-2 win over Real Madrid in April gave them hope, and Neymar's hat-trick against Las Palmas pushed the title race to the final day. But despite Barca winning their last game, Real Madrid held on to claim both La Liga and a 2nd consecutive Champions League title. Barcelona ended the season with a 3rd straight Copa del Rey after defeating Alaves 3-1. But the signs were clear. The treble-winning side had peaked, from treble to double to just the cup. MSN still delivered incredible numbers. Messi scored 54 goals, Suarez 37, and Neymar 20, combining for a total of 111 goals, with Neymar stepping further into a creative role. But by this point, Neymar was growing frustrated living in Messi's shadow. Despite signing a 5-year contract earlier in the season, he began seeking a move where he could be the main man. On August 3, 2017, PSG triggered his €222 million release clause, making him the most expensive player in history. The move was meant to launch Neymar's bid for Ballon d'Or glory. However, he never quite reached the level he hoped for. Barcelona, meanwhile, squandered the record fee on Philippe Coutinho and Ousmane Dembele, both of whom failed to leave a lasting impact. Suarez remained at the club until 2020 before being pushed out and joining Atletico Madrid, while Messi stayed until 2021, eventually reuniting with Neymar at PSG, though the old chemistry never returned. Today, Neymar returned to Santos, while Messi and Suarez have reunited at Inter Miami. Their prime years might be behind them, but the legacy of MSN remains untouchable. Over just 3 seasons, they scored 371 goals together, lifted countless trophies, and brought joy to millions. It was, without question, one of the greatest attacking trios the game has ever seen.